feeling guilty.
So what's your plan on New Year Eve?
Just eating good food, that's about it, and chocolate. New Year's Eve, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to be. It's close though. I know what I'm going to do during Christmas, but you know, I'm easy. I'm not one of these who's like, oh, let's plan this and the other. I'm happy, very easy when I go fishing. But as I said, good food and relax. I'm definitely not going to go and drink or whatever. I'm sorry if I disappointed you.
Not the answer we wanted to hear.
Do you have a favorite bodybuilder yourself? Coach?
Yes, my previous coach. And if you mean like an idol?
Yeah, like somebody you look at, you know.
It's not a bodybuilder. No. There are many different physiques you like, but I look at idols as different people. So my coach is a retired bodybuilder. He doesn't compete anymore, but as a personality and dedicated athlete, many people don't have a great genetic, but he was so dedicated and so strict all those years. He gained the nickname Mr. Condition, and I knew, and I know now why. Super strict, super strict. Even in off season doesn't eat crap. It's crazy. So you meet sometimes you think, yeah, I'm good. I train hard. No, you go to these people and they open your eyes. They train hard. They eat right, and they do everything proper. Yeah. So my previous coach, John Hodgson, is one of my biggest idols. Great guy and great athlete.
How much weight did you have to lose to say you were 110 kilos on stage? What was from 18 weeks out? What was your starting weight this year?
132. So I dropped 22 kilos.
That's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
In 18 weeks?
Yeah.
Is your plan next one to be leaner before you have to come down?
Yeah. That's why I decided. That's why I look like this now.
It's a lot of weight to lose.
Yeah. Yeah. It was hard. It was hard. I was a fat booger, so you know, it was my own fault. So I got to pay the price. Yeah, I definitely don't want to go, say, more than 20 pounds over the stage weight.
That would be very difficult for you. Anyway, you know, because you're so big, like, say 20 pounds of competition weight would be
ideal. It would be ideal. In 12 weeks' time, you get ready. You get ready in 12 weeks' time. If 20 pounds out, it's fine. If you're 40 pounds out, But if you're 50 pounds out,
I can be at 12 stone 10 pounds this year.
Say again?
I can be at 12 stone 10 pounds this year. My competition weight starting off at 15 stone. So if I was more than 20 pounds off, I was good for 20 pounds off. So for someone like you to say 20 pounds off competition weight would be, you know, like that being so much easier to say.
It is achievable. It is achievable. As I said, the most important part is, after the show, don't become a pig, stay a bodybuilder. Yeah? Many people pay that price. And it's not only you get the rebound and you get fat, you build a bad fat cells, brown fat, similar to cellulite. And that will turn against you when you compete next year. Because with the bad habits, the toxicity and everything builds up onto that bloody fat tissue. And then it doesn't want to go.
It's harder to lose the fat as well, as long as you have on it. You know where you get.
I've got a friend, he's 52, and he comes to the show and he's shredded. He's like granite. So sometimes bodybuilders, when they get older, the skin gets really thin, and then they might not gain size.
That's only the lucky ones.
Okay. Yeah, but that's what I experienced. But as I said, many people do know, but I know what you mean. You know, when you get older, you know, over 50, your body naturally uses 10-15% of muscle fiber, no matter what you do, no matter how good you eat, no matter what you do, because it's a natural process. So even now, maybe of you didn't notice, maybe you on the same weight all year round, you struggle. As soon as it comes to winter, you gain 5-6 pounds easy. Yeah, and that's just purely because it's nature. It's getting colder and your body is adjusting. And it's just getting fat. It's like a seal, you know, like a seal. Yeah, if it gets colder, then you get fatter. Oh, So many people, and only the special, specific ones asking questions. I'm just a normal guy, you know. You don't need to be scared of me. I'm actually scared of this. Would you sit here?
You're not that normal, really.
Okay.
We're normal. You're not.
Say what?
What do you do when you don't train?
I like fishing.
So boring.
And because I'm single, I've got nothing else to do. But no, I don't know. I'm very easy, as I said. I go for a walk and I'm happy. And for a nice meal. I'm very, very easy. Very, very easy. I don't need any holidays or anything fancy like this. So, spare time, watch telly, nice food, fishing, and that's about it. Boring? Why? Not drinking.
I've always been that easy going, or was it something that you just kind of worked on with, obviously then, like, an athlete or something like that? Is it something that's changed over the years, or is it just the way you've always been?
I think it just came naturally to me because I can't do it any other way, and this is how I did it from the very beginning. When I was a teenager, I tried weed. That wasn't for me, so I just stick to bodybuilding since I was a kid. And my mom, she was always into sports, so to a certain point we ate anything and everything, and then she said that's not good for you, that's not good, and basically completely messed my head, So I just started eating very clean and healthy, same as her, and I thank her today, for this. But, from a very early age, I ate clean and I behaved like a bodybuilder, didn't go out much, didn't drink, like many teenagers do. Just basically came naturally to me. So for me now, this is joy. I actually very proud of being what I am and doing what I'm doing. Because many people think, wow, that's special. But that's, for me, it's normal and I do it on a daily basis and I enjoy it as well. Yeah, I can't wait, even now, 12 years I train, I can't wait to go to the gym, and I can't wait to wake up in the morning and do my cardio and do everything properly, because I know where I'm going, this is what I want to do. So, I do it 12 years and I'm still loving it, big time. Only just started enjoying it. I'm warming up now.
Before you got sponsored, what type of job did you have to try and play for life supplements in your food?
Yeah, anything, man. I started, my first job, I think I only had 3 jobs, that was it. Because I studied until I was 20, and we worked through, we got a little bit different school system, so I worked in the school already, but after the school, right after I did 1 show, and 3 months after I finished the school, I left the house, I went to Czech Republic, I left the country, and I worked as a waiter in Hilton for a year. I saved up money, I was saving up money so I can come over to Britain. And whatever I saved up, I took, and I came to Ireland, to Enniskillen, Northern Ireland. Stayed there for 3 months, and that's where I worked as a machine operator in a glass factory. Maybe people know Sean Queen. Yeah, so I worked for him, and then he transferred me to England, to Elton, which is really close to the place where I live now. I continued working for him there, and then I got really, really sad. So I quit the job, and I started working as a security door supervisor, doorman, for another 4 years. And the last few months I don't work anymore. So, but as I said, I try to do this. I try to train people through the internet. Nowadays, the options are crazy. Even simply Facebook, it's very, very easy and cheap advertisement. You put an advert, somebody wants a personal training for 25, 30 pounds. You don't even know. You get likes and comments. You don't even know you got a client. You know what I mean? So, and I do distribution of USM's products, so that gives you a few quid extra. So, yeah, this is it. So, waiter, machine operator, doorman, that's it. Bodybuilder. I know many people think, oh, he's lucky.
Do you ever have cravings, or are you so used to the diet now it's second nature?
Of course. Especially after this diet, it completely left scars on my head. It was tough, and I dieted on very, very low food, even like already 12 weeks out. So I said, now I'm going to treat myself once a week. I do have cravings during the week, but it's not bad, because you eat the regular meals. Yeah, you probably when you work, you miss out the meal 4 or 5 hours and you're so hungry, the first thing that comes in your head is jog. I don't get that because I eat every 2.5 hours. So I do get cravings, but in off season there is a protein shake with oats and some peanut butter. There is chicken with whatever. You can and use some different spices. And you can get away with it. But as I said, once a week I want to treat myself. So I'm good for 6 days, and then the 7th day I'm a bad boy. And I eat bodybuilding food, but some crap on the top.
What do you have on that day? What's your rate?
It's a secret. No, I like chocolate, but that's about it. I don't eat many fried stuff. Yeah, I prefer to go into Chinese buffet, and I pick, even when I'm there, on a day when I eat crap, I try to pick the healthiest sauces, but a lot of it. So I like eating like steamed vegetable and fruit and a lot of chicken and rice noodles and stuff like that. So it's not really bad. But then obviously the bad part starts when you go to that part of the buffet where there's a dessert and cakes and that's it. It's game over. You know, I don't use the dessert plates. I just basically go and use the plates for the main meal again for my dessert. You know what's funny? Because in Slovakia when we have a bodybuilding shows, we have a banquet, and here it's not like it. You know, and many guys. There are guys which don't have to diet hard, but there are guys which diet very hard, and I think it would be really nice from the organizers to organize banquet or buffet after the show, after any higher show, Britain or Mr. England, Mr. Universe, whatever. It's like a little satisfaction towards the athletes, like, okay, you suffered, now feel free. Yeah? I think that would be good.
When you're going to competition, are you even thinking about how many hours sleep you're getting?
Very little, man.
Very little.
Yeah. I'm a bad sleeper, as I am, even in off-season. I don't know why. But I have a little suspicion. But in pre-contest, your metabolism is raising. Yeah, especially when you get too close to the show, and if you take your sport seriously, you start thinking about, I'm going to compete. You know, you get, if you start thinking, then it's too much. But especially the metabolism doesn't allow you to sleep too much. Yeah, so when people ask me when you do your cardio, I'll say sometimes at 4 o'clock in the morning, sometimes at 7. You know, sometimes I can't sleep at all. So I just sleep like 2 or 3 hours, and then I had days where I didn't sleep for more than 3 hours a day for a whole week, and still training.
Do you find that affects your training a little when you are kind of tired, you're not feeling refreshed? No.
Nothing affects my training. I go and I smash, I kill. And there is no excuses, no sleep or anything like that. Like today I didn't sleep neither. Because Colin's wife is crazy. His radiator in my room was like, I don't know, like a roasting pan. I didn't want to wake him up, so I didn't sleep. So, but I still trained.
I think sleep well.
You know what? I was sitting downstairs having a chat with his daughter. It's like, can you? And she's like, can you hear that? I says, can I hear what? Can you hear that? And he was like, and I was sitting downstairs, and the door was closed. Of course, you didn't have a good sleep, dude. Maybe that was going into my head. That's why I didn't sleep on the radiator. Yeah, but you slept like a baby.
Thanks.
Sometimes, you know, I'm really jealous on those people that sleep all the way through because, believe me or not, for about good 10 years I didn't sleep all the way through. Not one single night. I don't know, it's just me. But I don't have insomnia, but just, you know, I just wake up 2 times a night, go for a week, back.
Would you nap during the day at all?
You know what, I try to avoid it because then my sleeping is just completely bad in the evening. So if it's really bad, then I nap in the afternoon. If not, then try to avoid it. Try to keep myself busy doing anything and everything. You know, when you sit down or you lie down, then you're screwed. If you don't and you're moving around, then you're fine.
Only time this year I have to nap because the sleep is affected 4 weeks after the show.
Yeah. Then yes.
You have to nap
Yes.
maybe 45 minutes. You don't sleep for maybe.
Then I do. Yeah. Well, I got no option. I'll fall asleep no matter what, even if I'm driving. So if you don't sleep at night, but that's fine. But during the day I have a nap. Yeah. So let's be honest. I have a kick.
Got any advice about getting the calves to grow? Calf muscles.
Calves to grow.
Yeah, to grow.
Well, I will try every single workout to do something different, completely. Either rep, sets, swap the exercises, you know, in order. Start with seated, for example, then standing, do supersets. Because last year I had a really good response on the giant superset where I did 5 exercises in a row. So I did a seated calf raise, standing calf raise, donkey raise, my body weight, and on the floor. And then, so 6, and leg press. And I did 2 circuits, 10 minutes, and my calves were going to explode, and they responded onto that. But because it's a really smart muscle, it adapts really quick. It's a smart booger, so that's why I start hitting it really heavy by doing Dorian Yates routine. Really heavy seated and really heavy standing. Just 3 sets of each, game over. And then back to my giant superset. Then whatever, every single workout, do it differently. Because you can't really say just high rep or low rep, but personally I'll say it would respond in most of the cases on a low rep range, the heavy calf. Because it's the strongest muscle in your body, it's very immune, you gotta absolutely destroy it in any possible way. And it's gonna grow. My calves will just bad. And now at least they are kinda alright. Yeah. I'm not here very often, so you better ask. It's not good to go home and thinking, oh, I should have asked, or whatever. Anything, even if you think it's silly, well, it might not be as silly. Yeah.
How much do you drop your carbs by when you're cutting down a few weeks out? Do you drop them by much then from your off season?
As I said, depends how your metabolic rate is, but say the first thing you do, you start adding cardio onto your training, and you don't drop much carbs. Because I've been eating clean, the first thing we did, I started doing 2 25 cardio sessions, 25-minute cardio sessions a day. My weight didn't drop, so then my coach said 50 grams of the carbs from the overall day intake down. I was dropping weight. When my weight drop stopped, again another 50 grams, 50 to 200 grams. Don't do it in dramatic pulls. So say you say you're eating 500 and go straight down to 300. No, it's way too many calories, and your body will straight away eat muscle weight, straight away. Even though you're looking at the mirror, you think I'm not losing muscle, you do because it's shocking. So if you start dieting and want to cut down on carbohydrates, 50 grams. Every few days, try and watch. I'll say once a week, drop 50. Start earlier, and then it gives you time to watch what's happening. You know. So 50 grams of carbs, and then if you're losing weight, stay on it. If you don't, then drop another 50. Yeah.
Just going back to your core nutrition, you said you have 6 meals a day, each one's 50 grams of protein. You look like you haven't got 100 grams of carbs. So you're having 300 grams of protein a day with 600 grams of carbs.
Now it works out, I'm having, well, it's about 50 to 55 grams of protein, but you gotta add glutamine, which I'm having about 25, 30 grams of glutamine a day, that's 30 grams of protein again, and about 20 grams of BCAA, so that's another 50 grams of protein. So I eat about, now, 400 grams of protein, 570 grams of carbohydrate, and about 100 grams of fat.
So you shoot for 10 grams of glutamine a go with 10 grams of BCAAs, is that what you shoot for a go?
Yeah.
How many times a day? 3 would be?
2 or 3 times a day.
So pre and post training?
Yes.
And then in the morning?
No, pre-training and in the morning. Yeah, because after training I have my protein shake, and there's amino acids there already. So glutamine is a little bit harder to digest. You know, I don't think it's so fast to have it right after training and flush it down with the protein shake. So if you want to do it that way, you can have amino acids and glutamine and then give it a gap about 10-15 minutes. That's what other people say. I really don't know. I think it's eventually going to end up in the stomach mixed together anyway, but just in case.
And you only take simple sugars after training?
I have simple carbs for breakfast, which is only 30 grams of raisins in my oats, just to get a little bit extra, you know, insulin spike to push those nutrients faster into the system. And then after training, which I never used to do because I thought all simple carbs are bad, but now I see it's crazy, it's beneficial. If I have them, I actually look good and feel much better than before when I didn't have them. I had only whey protein.
And what simple carbs do you
I have, well, it's not completely simple because I have a banana, so it's not completely simple. So one banana and about 40 grams of raisins, and I blend it all together. I don't want to keep it, you know, like the way it is. I have to blend it because there is some kind of fiber. So if I break it down with a blender, it gets faster in my system.
So you're not taking like Vitargo or some kind of...
No, I don't take Vitargo, and Vitargo is not even a simple carbohydrate. It's a complex carbohydrate. It just gets into your system really, really fast. Yeah, so it's a really smart carb. It doesn't give you insulin spike, but it will refuel your glycogen stores as glucose. Yeah, so without that crazy sugar rush.
You keep the simple carbs in while you're on the diet to come to a contest. You still have banana and raisins after, no?
No. Well, at least at this prep, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that, and to be honest, it was really bad. I didn't even have protein shakes at all. I was eating just solid food. 10 weeks out, I was just on turkey and potato and nothing else. Well, white fish, but potato was the source of my carbohydrate, and that's what I had right after the training. It was turkey with potato. And I wasn't allowed any protein shakes, I wasn't allowed oats, I wasn't allowed rice, I wasn't allowed nothing, just potato.
You think it was wrong? You think it was wrong?
It wasn't wrong, it worked for me. It worked for me. The thing is because most probably I'm a gluten sensitive individual, so things like bread, even if it's whole grain, the most quality whole grain, or oats will smooth me out. Yeah? Again, some oats, some extra sodium, whatever. So my coach noticed as soon as I didn't have oats, I looked better. So he was able to judge my conditioning much better. So no oats and things like that. So I was just on potato. So either white potato or sweet. I would personally go on sweet potato if it would be. But he said it doesn't matter. If you eat it with broccoli, it slows down the digestion, so you'll be fine. Yeah. So I think potato is really smart. It's high in potassium. So you know, any other sources are not as high for potassium. So you get the carbohydrate, but at the same time, because of the potassium, you get the water in your muscle, you know, and you get water out of your system from under your skin.
So when you're dieting now for the next job, will you keep protein shakes and simple carbs and after training?
Most probably,
Yeah.
based on what I was told, yes.
And then knock them out then, will you, a week or so out?
Well, as soon as you start depleting, obviously simple carbs are not going to be there. I think about a week out, you definitely should start the protein shake. And the reason is not the calories or whatever, it's purely for the minerals it contains and some extra sodium which is in the protein shake to avoid water retention. That's simply that. Yeah. Some people have it like 3 days out still. People which get really thin skin and get really good condition, they have protein shakes up to 3 days out before the show, before they actually start calming out. Yeah. So I personally. As I said, we go for the Chinese on Sunday, and I expect my trainers being tight the following day. This is how bad I am with salt. Yeah, I just expand. Yeah, and then I go in the gym, and the pumps are just so crazy I can't even handle them. Yeah, so I respond to sodium like I would take 100 grams of creatine. Very cheap source of creatine. Yeah, it is. It works. So as well as sodium, I didn't mention, but it's really important to have a sodium. If you don't want to eat much sodium with the breakfast and during the day, it's fine. But make sure you have salt on the meal before you train. So that's about an hour and a half before you go to the gym. Make sure that meal has sodium on it, even add it, and the post-workout meal. The pre-workout meal, because of the sodium pump, you know, it works like it's transporter of nutrients. It's like a creatine. So it will hold the muscle water not just under the skin, but it will flush it into muscle at the same time. And post-workout, same, because you get dehydrated, your muscle needs to put water back into muscle again. So pre-workout, post-workout meals should be salty. Other ones don't need to.
Because of the way you are with sodium, when you're contest dieting, would you put salt out all meals?
Yes, I do completely, just in case.
Okay.
Just in case, you know, and as well, so I can choose my conditioning. Because seriously, for me, a little bit salt, and straight away I see that. Yeah. So
how many days before competition you start cutting salt? Like 2-3 days or a week or?
Yes, you're talking salt added onto food?
No, when you stop using salt.
I don't use salt at all, even now. So whatever is in the food, it's in the food.
Okay.
Because you got organic and unorganic salt. Yeah. So whatever is in the chicken, which is organic salt, it's not so bad, but it's there. You can't avoid it. But unorganic, the white thing, I don't add extra. Now, no way. So whatever is in the rice cake, whatever is in the meal, in the actual food, then that's what I eat.
When you're cooking your pasta, your rice, you not add any salt.
No.
Okay.
Not now. Even still not now. I'm still quite. It's only 3 weeks after the show. My body will just go crazy. So I think about another few weeks and I'll be able to use sodium. I want to use sodium because it gives me great pumps in the gym. It makes me look crap though, but it just you know, a little bit flavor into their food, and it's beneficial. Sodium is beneficial for athletes that train. It's not really good for people that don't train because we sweat much more. You know, we use it for our training. I wouldn't recommend much sodium for people that just work and don't train at all. And especially for those people who don't drink much water. It's absolute no. It would just be bad.
Do you have any sodium the day of competition? Do you have eggs or anything for breakfast that morning?
Yes.
For the sodium?
Yeah, I will say I will have 2 whole eggs. Yeah, you know, the typical thing they do in you know, 2 whole eggs and steak, but it's not for the purpose of the sodium. It's for the purpose of the fats. Okay. It's just purely because on the day of the show, I personally keep the carbohydrates low, but you're trying to keep the calories in, you know, and fat will give you some good fullness as well.
Okay. Yeah. Just with the water the day of the show, did you say you drink as much as you can and then cut it out just the night before?
When I calm it up, I eat pretty much as much as I can. The first day, 10 liters, second day, 8 liters, third day, 5, and then I stop it in the evening and let myself just, you know, during the night without water, you know, you go a few times to the toilet, by the time you wake up in the morning before kilometers. Yes, of course.
Do you take any water retention tablets? Like
No.
down the line route or anything like that, no?
No. I did a chemical one for the Mr. England, and I could not get pump. Backstage I was pumping, I was doing push-ups, I was like, damn it, I can't get pump. So, no, I was a lactose, I wouldn't recommend.
So how much water? Then show you drink water before you go on stage?
Oh yeah, half a liter.
Half a liter, isn't it?
Easy.
I read an article on Dr. Nacer and he said he didn't drink water the day of the show.
The day of the show he didn't.
No, he said he doesn't drink water the day of the show. He drinks as much as he can in the evening and then he puts it out.
That's what I mean. But on the day of the show, when you're closer to the stage, say an hour before the stage, you can easily have a liter of water. Where is it going to go? It's not going to go under your skin. It takes so much longer for your body to rehydrate itself. It's good 48 hours.
This year, a few people were drinking water because there's a lot of later on before you go on stage drinking water.
Yeah, sure.
Probably half a liter of water before you go on stage.
Well, if you eat carbs, then if you keep the right ratio, so for every gram of carbohydrates, you eat 3 units of water, 3 grams of water, then you're not going to get extra water retention because this is purely how it's going to go. And if you deplete it, But the whole process of carving up is, and drinking loads of water within 3 days before the show, is where you carving up and you want to push that water and the glycogen into your muscle. And then the day before the show you're stopping it because you already carved up, and that's it. This is what it's sitting. You don't train anymore, and everything, all the fullness is there. And then the drying out process starts, where you don't eat carbs anymore, and you let yourself get through the night. You go a few times for a week because you've been obviously drinking loads of water. And then obviously the day of the show you just keep sipping. And then before the stage, when you're pumping up, just keep drinking. Backstage like crazy. Yeah, just half a liter. You keep pumping up, and as well salt. Yeah, something like salt. Yeah, salt. Yeah, table salt. Yeah, and drink and pump up. It stops you cramping, and it will not affect your conditioning. No way. It will take a good several hours by the time that sodium will affect your conditioning. It will just help you. It will keep you fuller, and it will stop you cramping. It might sound crazy, but that's what happened.
I'm just wondering because there's a lot of mineral water just at the end.
it's true. As I said, I did stuff like when I didn't drink water for 36 hours, and I looked crap. And this year I looked better than ever. You know, it's everything really natural. You know, if you're trying to make things complicated and you're thinking you're going to go against nature, I'm going to stop the water, I'm going to take water tablets, I'm going to do injectable whatever, it doesn't. No.
Well, you have to be lean.
Say what?
So you have to be lean as well, like so.
Oh yeah.
Lean.
Oh yeah. You got to be lean. Well, obviously, if you're fat, then you can take any kind of water tablet, but you're still going to be fat. Because fat in water.
You said a while ago that your mum was an athlete as well. What's your...
She used to do winter biathlon, yeah, but then she had an injury. She had a few surgeries. She's got screws now in the knees, but now she's an aerobic instructor. She's a professional aerobic instructor. She's 51 and she'll still hammer in it. So, and she's doing a long distance run now. So obviously her knees got better with the years. So she went back to aerobics, did her courses and licenses and everything. That's what she's doing, and doing her running. That's what she likes.
And was it something that you, like obviously coming from an athletic background, was it something, like how did you find your path into bodybuilding? How did you know it was for you?
She put me in the gym. She says you just look like a walking disaster. She used to go out with a bodybuilder for 8 years, and I was looking at him and I was like, oh my god, he's a Superman. You know, watching the Rambo movies and everything, but yeah, she took me to the gym. She says, you gotta do something with yourself. So,
were you fat?
Say what?
Were you fat?
Fat?
Were you fat? Were you fat kid? Like?
I was skinny fat.
Oh.
That means no. I gotta explain. You know, I was skinny fat. That means I had no muscle. I was just like I was like this, but I didn't have a belly. You know what I mean? I had legs absolutely pathetic, like a chicken legs. So I was skinny fat. Yes, I was. I admit it, but I can say it was. It's not gonna happen again.
If you have kids, would it be something that you'd encourage if you had boys, or girls, would it be something that you'd like to see them do, or?
Oh, wouldn't nobody encourage doing bodybuilding?
What's that?
No, I would definitely encourage people to do sport. If they are good in it, pick a sport that brings money. But I wouldn't recommend people to do bodybuilding. It's very, very hard sport. It's a very selfish sport. It affects your personal life, your relationships, and everything. So respect to every woman that go out with a bodybuilder. It's really hard. It's really selfish. So no bodybuilding. Anything else, yeah. But bodybuilding, especially when you prepare for the show, women suffer. Women suffer. And it depends what kind of personality you are. People around you suffer as well. Because they, you know, you're just moody, you're tired, you don't want to talk. You don't have to necessarily argue with them, you just don't want to talk. And they take it personally. You can't be able to explain to everybody how it feels like when you're low on food. So I would, personally, I am a massive supporter of parents that take the kids and put them for karate or, I don't know, taekwondo, whatever. Cycling, great football, team sports, you know, makes them stay with their friends and being social, but no bodybuilding. And as much as I love the sport, I wouldn't recommend anybody because I know what it takes. It takes every 2.5 hours food, it takes cardio, it takes training, it takes personal life, it takes money. Once you're hooked up, you're screwed. And there's no way out, you know, I can't imagine to stop. I can't imagine. I sacrifice, as I said, a relationship because of this sport. It's sad as it sounds, but it is true because this makes me happy. I gotta find a woman that understands what I'm doing. Then I find it, then I'm happy. I'm in double happiness.
Maybe find one in Dublin.
Do I? All right. As you say, yeah, never know. Never know, man. Oh. Nice one. Can I download that one? Yeah, more. here now.
And
Over 1 hour.
No,
Really,
that's
already?
right.
My God. Every time you think, people ask me, you're not nervous doing these things? Well, of course I am. But I'm here to help. I want to give as much advice as I can, because I never had nobody helping me as much as this. Somebody who tells me why carbs and why protein and why this kind of training and why do this, and didn't never show anybody show me in the gym how to do things properly. So, I'm just trying to make the best out of it. So, saying that, thank you.
When you were saying here that obviously you started quite young when your mum took you to the gym, was it her boyfriend that started training? Obviously you were young, so you didn't have money to pay for a personal trainer, so how did you kind of, you said you train yourself a lot as well?
She put me, well, she had a friend that was, what was it? She was a fitness competitive girl. So I started training with her. Girl exercises, bomb, all that crap, lunges. It's like, what the? Where are the push-ups? But yeah, she took me to the gym, and they put me together with her, and I was training with her a few months. But obviously that was just the beginning, Then I started doing proper bench press and everything. So my beginning was with a girl. And I gotta tell you something: girls can train like really, really hard. They have a different pain barrier, I believe. Yeah, because I trained with quite a few. Like a few years ago, a friend of mine from Slovakia came to visit me. Now she lives in America. She was just a machine. She was a girl, and she was doing 400 kilo on the leg press. Crazy. And we did a leg workout, and I said, I'm good on that one. Volume, I'm good on that one. And we finished the whole workout, and then what she did, because she was a fitness competitor, she did one-legged squats on the end of the whole thing. When your legs are completely smashed, and she said, I haven't got enough. So she put the one leg in the air, and she was doing squat on the other. And I thought, you're joking me. But yeah. Guys tend to feel sorry for themselves. That's why when I train people, I see what they can do. Because I trained the fella here today, and he was giving out before he was actually giving up. It was just, no, I says, you got 2 more there left, and he did it, and he wanted to give up before that. So this is the difference, Girls will not really do that when they want to be serious about the sport. So?
Do you ever play any other sports, or anything else, or is it always bodybuilding, any team sports, or?
No, I was always from a sport background, so on the primary school I used to play handball, and as any lad we used to play football around the blockhouse all the time. When the summer holidays came, it was just pretty much every day football. My brother was playing football, I would say professionally, but he was playing at quite a good level. And then he was playing ice hockey for 12 years. So I'm a big fan of ice hockey. In our country, ice hockey is really popular, and we are really high standard. So, as I said, handball, football, that's what I used to play. And that's all I did martial arts, but until I was too big. My cardiovascular was suffering, and I just couldn't do it anymore. But, yeah.
So I was going to ask you, does your physique restrict you from playing sports like that, or if you play soccer now, would you still be involved, or?
Now? Yeah, well, sure. Yeah, we can have a race if you want. I'll have you. No, I'm good for short distance, but long distance, now when my body weight is like it is, I'll be able to play football with lads, yeah, no problem. Yeah, if it hits 20 stone, I don't think so. Yeah, so short distance, fast and short, but long distance that'd be good. And I can't even run, because even by this body weight, I'm not heavy, but when you want to run, your bones suffer, you get lots of impact and you hurt. So that's why even my cardiovascular is not running. I might run in grass, because a week ago I was on the beach. I stayed at someone's friend's house, and I was on the beach, and I was running because it was sand. So yeah, but not on the concrete. It would be painful. And as well as necessary for me because of the purpose.
What does your cardio consist of then? Is it just a kind of incline on the treadmill and that, or?
You know what, I try to avoid the gym, yeah. It's really boring for me to be on a cross trainer or staircases or whatever. That's why I do power walk outside. You know, I get distracted by everything that's going on with me. So if you want to do 1 hour power walk, you think, oh my god. So in the gym, just looking at the screen, and you're like a donkey with a carrot in front of you. So not for me. Outdoors, everything outdoors. Even if it's hill, I don't mind. I'd rather do that mountain than straight on the treadmill. But yeah, if I'm in the gym, if it's raining, yeah, incline walk, swapping it with the flat walking. Sometimes I do, where I shock my heart rate. So sometimes I go flat, sometimes I go steep. But when I'm in the gym, I don't even think that I would do power walk. I would go straight on the staircases. Those big things, like escalators.
Because of your size, do you ever, when you're walking in the street and then you give negative attention, how do you handle it? If someone wants to say something wrong to you,
How do I handle? Depends on the day. Depends on the day. Most of the time, 90% of the time, I don't pay it, don't even bother attention. If I have a bad day, then it's just not right. I have to say something. Because if I see little scallies, we call them, in the tracksuit buttons and in a Reebok trainers, and they say "stood it," then I just gotta turn around and tell them something. But you do get negatives, you get positives. I'm dealing with it. It's not the drama. You do the sport, you gotta take it with everything that it comes. So, yeah, I mean, I'll say here it's still laid back. If you go to America, people will respect you more. The more you go to the West, the more people will respect you for what you are. Here is more about jealousy, and people will tend to give you more of a negative attention than give you respect. So they rather tell you stud head, whatever, than say, wow, you look great. You do get lots of compliments when you do expos. Everybody gives you, because all the people are like you, interested in training and coming, they see you, hey, wowzer. But on the street, nothing like that, So with the girl I had last time, I was with her for 1.5 years, and she was still upset when we walked in the street and somebody from the other side of the street was screaming stud head and things like, oh, she's like, why are these people doing it? I said, well, you gotta accept it. I'm hungry. Chocolate? No, I don't eat crap.
Protein bar.
Yeah, protein bar, it's chocolate. It's chocolate with the name protein bar. No, I'm gonna meet there with some potatoes later.
Is there anything that you don't like a body part that you don't like training, or an exercise that you don't like training, and you think, oh, I have to do that today?
No. Even I said to myself, even the exercises you don't like, make sure you like them, because obviously they're working for you. There is nothing I would not like. I like everything about bodybuilding and about exercise, and even if it's the heaviest exercise like front squats or things like that, I like it anyway because it's a challenge. I'm not going here to thinking, oh, I don't like this or whatever. I just go there, I do it because that's right. So, and I'm still enjoying it. So I like every exercise, and I make sure I enjoy it.
The gym you're training in England, is it a small gym or would it be a big gym? Is it like, the likes of the Coach Fitness, or is it like a dungeon type of gym? What's the story?
That's where I started, in the cellar, yeah. But obviously when I came to England, I opened my eyes a little bit, Came to the massive, I remember came to Total Fitness and I said I want to join. And the girl took me around and I was just like, Jesus, what? Never seen a gym like, like that big. And I said, yeah, I'm joining. Straight to jacuzzi. My body experienced jacuzzi. But I mean, now, it's 21st century. Anywhere you get great gyms, no matter what country you move. But this is a great gym. You know, you got to be grateful for what you've got, because people here probably don't realize they just come into the gym and they see equipment, they sit on it, they lift, they push, whatever. How much the dumbbell costs, how much work it is, how much, you know. So be grateful for that you have this kind of gym, because, as I said, I started in a cellar, you know, hand screwed dumbbells and stuff like that. So all cable. It wasn't a cable machine. It was a chain, you know. It was rough. When they were pulling, doing the pull downs for your back, there was a chain, not a cable, so it wasn't smooth. Well, I'm not complaining. That was the beginning, and it's good there was the beginning, because now I train in gyms like that. I appreciate it, you know. I never take it for granted. Yeah, so. Yeah. You're falling asleep, Rachel.
Hungry.
I am hungry as well, but it's okay. No more? Is anybody interested in personal training while I'm here? I'll be here till Monday evening. Tuesday morning I'm leaving, so I wouldn't want to do that on Tuesday morning, but until, if somebody is happy to do one-on-one, then get in touch with Colleen. This is how you spell his name, Colleen. Or with me, if you see me around, approach me. I'll be happy to do that. Looks like it, then it's over. Did you learn something new?
Yes, we do.
Great. This is the whole point. Not come here making money, but making friends, teaching people something new. Obviously that big fellow over there, that he doesn't learn anything from me, but you know, he's probably the only guy. But yeah, that's the whole point. Come and do seminars and learn people, you know, tell them something new. Is this the whole video going to be on your website?
Yeah.
You sure?
It's coming to 2 hours, so it's not that bad.
Okay. Coming to 2 hours. So if nobody has no questions anymore, I mean, there's no point to sit around still.
Yeah, you take off your t-shirt.
Is this the woman you've been talking about?
She's not Irish.
I know, she's from my country, mate. She's just danger.
You're the worst.
For those of us who haven't seen your physique, can we have a...
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I got no trunks, so I'm sorry.
No box.
Forget about this. Yeah, forget about it because it's natural to me.
Gail, I don't see it on.
Say what?
Yeah.
Say what?
Yeah.